welcome everyone to another JMPR video. We are looking at the Marvel Crisis Protocol Drax and Ronan the Accuser box today. So we're going to open it up, take a look at the sprues, take a look at the models, build the models up, and then take a look at some of the cards and tokens that come in the box as well. So let's get this guy open. Okay, so the cellophane is off, and we are taking a look inside. Right, slightly thinner box than the last one. So we've got our cards and our tokens, we've got our instructions, which are not numbered, sadly, but look very, very easy. Definitely the newer models, they're coming out with far less pieces. Random piece of cardboard and miniatures. So let's take a look at the sprues. Bases first, so we've got the 40mm-ish size bases for Ronan, and another 4 of the 30mm, 35mm bases for, I think it's 30mm, I can't remember. 2 sprues. We've got Drax here. Let's just zoom in on some of this. Yeah, the light moved over a bit. There we go. Right, okay, so Drax is a total of 10 pieces, including the little bit that goes on the base. That's actually pretty good for a Crisis Protocol model. Hands with weapons, feet, body in 2 pieces, legs in 2 pieces. Yeah. That's going to be a very simple build, and Ronan looks pretty much very similar. So we've got a hood, 2 body pieces, head, oh, he's got a shoulder pad that's separate there, that's the head, and then hammerhead. Oh, we need a hammerhead in the game now, Spider-Man's bad guy. So the hammer's in a cover. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Also 10 pieces. A couple of smaller pieces, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, sculpts look very good. Again, nice and crisp. Details. Yeah, on the skin of Drax and everything, details good. The his tattoos are, or markings, tattoos, they're engraved in there as well, so no freehand on those needed. So yeah, looking good. Let's get these built up, and then we'll come back and have a look at them all built. Okay, and we are back. So we have got the models built. Took about 10 whole minutes to put these two together. Very, very simple. Instructions nice and easy to follow. Definitely didn't need the numbered pieces on these. So here we have the 2 finished models. Obviously Ronan a bit chunkier. Drax ready to jump into action there as well. Ronan's actually very, very cool. I do like this model. Definitely another one I'm looking forward to trying out. Maybe not with the Avengers, sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy, but certainly try it in some way or another. Little size comparison on the models. So we've got some more of the Guardians. We've got Groot here, who's obviously a little bit bigger than everyone. We've got Star-Lord, and I thought I'd just chuck in Rocket as well, just down the front there. So you can see Drax is fairly chunky. Obviously Star-Lord's jumping up in the air there, so I think if Star-Lord wasn't flying, he'd probably definitely be a bit shorter. Ronan is the biggest of the sort of human sized ones, obviously, and then Groot towers, well, about a head taller, and Rocket there just chilling at the front by himself in his own little size category. But again, very cool, very, very cool. I mean, I'm a big fan of most of the sculpts, to be fair. There's been a few, like I said in the other video, they're not quite as good, but I like these. So we'll see what we get card-wise in this pack. We get our tokens. So bleed, staggered, the lightning one, which I've forgotten, stunned I think, and I forgot what that one is. We've got a Drax token and then 3 Ronan tokens. So I'm not sure what they are for yet. We'll find out. And then I'm just going to make this light slightly differently. Just while we look at some cards, let's look at the cards that come with it before we look at the character cards. So we have got, no matter the cost, when a character declares an attack action during their activation, it may suffer 1 to 3 wounds to play this card. Reduce the power cost of the attack by the amount of damage suffered. It's pretty good. If you want to get that sort of slightly stronger attack off and you don't have the power for it. Unearthly Rage. Unaffiliated active. During the character's activation, it may spend 2 power to play this card. This activation, if the character is within 2 of 2 or more enemy characters when making its next attack, add 2 dice to the attack roll. So again, a pretty decent card if you're outnumbered. And then we've got another Infinity Gem with the Power Gem. During the power phase, this character gains 2 additional power instead of the normal 1 for having an Infinity Gem, and that's the cost of 1 threat. Solid if you, there's a few characters that could be well, actually any of the characters that can carry it, that's going to be pretty good on. So extra power in this game is always good. Looking at the character cards now, we've got Drax here. 6 health on the healthy side, medium move, height 2, 3 threat, nice and fairly cheap. 3/2 for defenses. His regular attack is range 2, 5 dice, 0 power cost. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to damage dealt. If the target character has a bleed special condition, you may re-roll 2 attack dice during this attack, and it then causes bleed if you get a wild on the dice. Headbutt is range 2, 4 dice, 2 power. It can stun. And if the target character is size 3 or less, it can then be pushed small. He's then got Titan Killer, range 2, 3 dice. So his attacks go down in dice, but 3 power. Add 1 die to this attack roll for every wound on this character. And then you can throw a size 4 or less target small after the attack if you roll the wild. The Destroyer, choose an interactive training feature, size 3 or less, and throw it. Driven by Vengeance, when this character is damaged by an enemy attack, you may use this superpower. Place the Vengeance token, now that'll be the token that you get on the character sheet, that causes the effect. When this character targets a character that has a Vengeance token with an attack, this character gets 3 additional attack dice. After this attack is resolved, the Vengeance token is removed. This character may only have 1 Vengeance token in play at a time. When this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount of damage by 1. That's good, to a minimum of 1. Injured side, 6 health. Nothing changes there. Nothing changes there. It's just the same on the injured side. He loses... Nope, doesn't lose anything. Yep, looks like he stays the same on the injured side. Ronan, the Accuser. 6 health, same as Drax. Movement medium, same as Drax. He's size 3 and he's 4 threat. He's got defense. Defense is solid, 3, 4, 4. He's got his strike attack, which is range 2, 5 dice. So same as Drax. He doesn't cause bleed though. He gets to throw if he gets a wild card. Universal weapon, energy attack, 4 dice. Range 4, 5 dice. No power. It can push on a wild, and if his attack deals damage after the attack is resolved, the target gains the shock special condition. And Kree Justice, range 2, 8 dice, 4 power. If this attack deals damage after the attack is resolved, the target character gains stun and stagger. And if you roll a wild, it's explosive. Before damage is dealt, other characters within 2 of this target character suffer 1 damage. Oh, the enemy characters actually, not just characters. Judgment, when this character or an allied character within 3 of this character is damaged by an enemy effect, after the effect is resolved, you may use this superpower. That character gains the Judgment special condition. I assume that's what his tokens are for. And the Accuser, if an enemy effect would cause a character to be dazed or KO'd, after the effect is resolved, you may use a superpower. That character immediately advances small and may make 1 attack against the enemy character that caused the effect. Then this character is dazed or KO'd. I don't know what the Judgment special condition is. I'll have to double check what that is. He may carry the Gem of Power, and he has immunity to poison. Damage side, stays the same. Health, defenses, everything else stays the same. Yeah, so it's good. He gets his free attack if he gets dazed or KO'd, as long as he's fairly close to the character that did it. Obviously, if he gets shot from range, he's not going to get to do that. Let's see if we can find what the judgment condition does. Not on here, so I don't know what the judgment condition does. I have to check the rulebook for that one. But two very solid characters actually for 7 threat. I'd like to try out some different Guardians builds. And you can see John there in the background. We were just having a little hangout while I was filming the video. He's muted at the moment, bless him. You'll see him on some videos soon. He's painting away. Should be recording it, but yeah, no, he's not. But yeah, so another solid pack from Marvel Crisis Protocol. Hopefully, we will have Thanos next to look at. I'm going to get these guys painted along with Ebony Maw and Black Dwarf, hopefully before Thanos arrives. Then I'll jump straight into Thanos. And then very soon, we will be able to get some games in. So thanks for watching again, guys, and look forward to seeing you soon.